Why are international trades done in US dollars? And why do most countries hold US dollars as part of their foreign exchange reserves? The US dollar became the world's primary reserve currency after the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944. This was the time when World War II was at its peak and many countries were struggling to rebuild their economy. The US served as a supplier of weapons and other goods during the initial phases of war and later became a participant. Most countries paid the US in gold, making the US the owner of a majority of gold by the end of the war. Before the World War, currency was primarily managed under the gold standard, where paper money could be exchanged for a fixed amount of gold. That is, the country's money supply was linked to its gold reserves. International payments were settled using gold. But in July 1944, during the Bretton Woods Conference, 44 nations agreed on Bretton Woods Agreement, which created a fixed exchange rate system where countries tied their currencies to the US dollar and the US dollar was made convertible to gold at a fixed rate of $35 per ounce. The US guaranteed that it would exchange $35 for 1 ounce, that is 28.3 grams of gold. This made the US dollar the world's primary reserve currency. But later in 1971, the Bretton Woods system collapsed after US President Richard Nixon suspended the convertibility of the US dollar into gold. After the suspension of the Bretton Woods system, the US President introduced a system that ensured a consistent demand for US currency. To learn about this system, which made a massive impact, stay tuned for part 2.